think you hate all men.
I don't hate all men. I can name
Top 5 favorite men, go.
Okay, Greg Grippo.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this episode of BachMakers. Make sure to
like
comment
and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to BachMakers presented by Good Time Media. I'm Wyatt, that's Michael, that's Charlotte, that's Lizzie. We are all here to recap, give out some awards, and put a bow on Grant's season of The Bachelorette. We got some headlines we're going to get to. We got some awards the fans have voted on, and then we have to decide on some award winners ourselves. It's been 2 weeks since we've actually recorded live. We did the interview with Autumn, which thanks for listening to that. Michael, start with you. Where are you at with the way things ended? We haven't talked much about Juliana and Latia since that night, and we recorded right after the finale, so we've had some time to breathe. Any thoughts since then?
Man, I feel like it's just all dead. It's all dead. It's all water under the bridge at this point. Like, I don't know. There's been a couple back and forth. I see TikToks every now and then of people from Bachelor Nation, but I feel like Juliana doesn't really care. I think she's doing her life with Grant, and they're living. And Latia is doing something else. She's doing her thing, getting the bag, rightfully so. And I don't know. I feel like people are just making it up to be something that it isn't, and kind of just let people live their life, man. Like, what's going on? Like, don't put woman against woman or whatever it's called.
Preach, Michael. It did feel weird how somehow it became Juliana versus Latia, which I don't think it was ever that to either of those women, but somehow the internet was like, you're either team Juliana or you're team Latia. It's like, I said this on a live stream. I was like, if you're going to be mad, which first of all, don't, it's not that deep. But if you're going to be mad at anybody in this situation, it probably should be Grant. Now, what are you mad at Grant for? You're mad at Grant for something that Latia claimed was said, which is also unfair to Latia to question whether her feelings are valid there. So then it's just slippery slope. So just let it live a little bit. Have fun with Latia's moment in the finale. Come on now. It's incredible. It's a great moment. I'm going to remember that. But at the end of the day, let them live. Let them live.
Yeah, I think people kind of made it Juliana versus Latia because Latia in the finale kind of mentioned Juliana's name in a sense, like, oh, like I can't believe she's gonna put up with this, like, oh, she's not gonna. So I feel like when
questions, yeah.
Yeah, I'd had some questions about Juliana. That's what she said. So I think that's kind of what started everything, and also like Juliana kind of in some interviews there was a little beef and little like not name dropping, but some subtle jabs at each other, saying like, "Oh, I didn't watch the finale. Oh, this, that, and this." I can't remember what she said.
Oh, can we talk about the not watching the finale thing? Because
that's crazy.
We didn't touch on that because we didn't know that when we recorded right after the fact.
Impossible she hasn't. Yeah, it's impossible she still hasn't seen it, or at least seen the big clips of it all. Like the clips of Latia and Grant talking and the clips of Latia, come on nowing.
Yeah. Also, I mean, watch your own engagement. Like that.
Yeah.
That's one of those most special moments of your life.
Right.
Maybe watch
That's
that.
where I was like, what
should just watch it with the wedding video in 6 years.
Yeah. Fair enough. Like, you don't have to sit there, obviously, watch Grant break up with another woman, but maybe get the bullet points and then enjoy your own engagement a little bit. That became a big storyline where I was like, maybe just don't say that. It was the morning after Good Morning America, and she was like, we decided together to not watch the finale. And I was like, oh boy, that's not going to go over well with the crazies. Oh, so yeah.
I just want to know how they completely avoided watching it. Like, weren't they backstage?
Yeah. Like, yeah, in their own green room, sitting back there, especially because like Grant had to go out and talk to Latia. So Juliana was by herself for a good portion of it. I bet maybe she scrolled through. I don't know if she got like a screener so she could watch it beforehand, but that was the storyline.
Do you think she was watching that live though?
I don't know how that
Like,
works
don't-
behind the scenes. I don't know.
I feel like they usually have like TVs and stuff like of the live portion
You would think so,
with those kind of things.
but I don't. I really don't know. I mean, I think at this point she's definitely seen it, or she's seen. She's pretty active on social media. You can't.
Yeah.
There's no way her feed. I would love to know what the Instagram feed or TikTok feed of one of these people who are on the show, because I know what it is for us who post about the show. They just have to be seeing themselves all over and over.
That's why they need like a camera backstage in the green room with like Juliana's reaction to what's going on in the actual finale with Latia and Grant. Like that would kind of ruin the ending and kind of spoil like them kind of still being together or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that would be sick. It brings me back to the season 10 Vanderpump reunion when like Raquel had the restraining order, and so she had to be in a trailer, and so she couldn't like be in the actual reunion, and so they just had a producer just sitting in there filming her the whole time, and they just cut to her reaction every now and then. And it was sick. It was cool to see because she couldn't defend herself, but she had to react to it.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Michael. Imagine 18 months ago, I told you your Easter egg dropping Vanderpump 10 season finale and just referencing that. It's good. Look how
I
far
would
you've
be
come.
surprised. I would be surprised. I might finish all 11 seasons or 12 seasons
Oh, that's incredible.
by the start of Paradise.
All right, we'll kind of put a bow on the finale, like fatigue. I think everyone's kind of fatigued with everything that went on with Juliana and Latia. A few other headlines before we get into awards. Clayton and Gabby are kind of beefing a little bit right now, and Charlotte, I kind of want to send this one to you because
Wait.
you're a Gabby stan, right?
I saw. So I don't know her name, but that girl that's always like Clayton Egger, like whatever, she posted a video about like whatever. And sorry, I watch her videos and they pop up, and I just saw one, and the
Wait.
comments, she was like she was talking about it, and wait, what's her name? And the comments were hilarious. They're like, God forbid a woman has hobbies, like, and then
I saw that.
then I guess I didn't like the video, but I liked all the comments.
Oh, no.
But and then Clayton,
I feel like I saw the
okay,
video. Though.
Gabby's whole thing is like she's funny and snarky. Like, sorry, like it's your fault. Like you crossed her. Like you did the wrong thing. Like, and Clayton's like,
Bro, 4 years
Oh.
ago.
Wait,
And
was
it's
it
not
was
even-
it this
they're not even
one?
talking
yes,
Was it
about
this one?
Yes. What's her name?
Samantha.
Samantha.
I don't know her actual name, but it's
What's her TikTok?
Sammy Sam's life.
I need to spell Sam.
Okay, while you're looking for that, to sum up the drama, we have Gabby on a few separate podcasts calling out and making fun of Clayton for his dancing. And then also threw a shot at him. She called him like, it was something, basically he looked like a thumb.
Yeah, and then someone commented
Mean, that's
on
very
Clayton's
mean.
video. Someone commented in Clayton's video, brave of you to put your thumb up next to your face in this.
That's crazy. That's mean.
Like, that's
It's so
bullying.
mean,
That's the
but-
definition.
Charlotte, what's
like
your take?
roles reversed and he's canceled.
Clayton's not the best person out there. What?
Yeah,
No
nobody
one's
said he
saying
is.
that. No one's
Okay,
saying
it
that.
is.
So like if you're gonna put yourself out there on the internet in a silly manner, like you're he just keeps posting these dancing videos. They're getting 300 likes. Like, I'm sorry, like you like people are gonna be like ha ha ha, like that you look silly. Like, because he does. I'm glad he's a passion. I'm so happy he does, but his passion makes him look a little silly on the internet. And it's fun to make fun of people that have done you wrong. If I were Gabby, I'd probably still have a little grudge too. And we can fight about this. I don't care.
It's been 3 years.
I
and
don't
that's
care.
four
I
years.
holded grudges
4
for
years
way
with
longer.
filming.
I
My take,
literally
though.
still talk about people from so many years ago. I will never give up the grudge. Like,
But here's the thing. Okay, you can argue maybe like, oh, that's just Gabby. That's just like, which also Clayton did clock that in the video. Be like, everyone's gonna say this because that's just who Gabby is. Which I love Gabby. I'm on the record for loving Gabby. The only thing I will say in defense of Clayton, which A, keep dancing, dude. Do your thing. B,
Mhm.
you have an ex still talking about you publicly 4 years later, rent free.
she's getting asked
Rent-free.
about it. Obviously,
Rent-free.
people. Okay,
I
sorry,
mean,
but
you still have an
we-
ex getting asked about you?
Yeah. I mean, that's a
Because-
dub. That's a dub for
Oh my
Clayton.
god!
All
Oh
a
my
dub
god!
for Clayton.
Oh my god! She's a reality TV star. Where did she get her start? Like, and she's also
Clayton gave her the start. Loki.
I don't know
even.
about that one.
What?
Literally,
What? I said
don't even
it.
with that. She got her start on The Bachelor. She was the Bachelorette. Now she's married to a woman. Obviously, people are gonna just be like, "So, tell us about your experience on The Bachelor." Like, you know what I mean? Like, Angela
It's kinda like
Traitors.
So she doesn't need to
Kanye,
go.
Taylor
She doesn't
Swift.
have to like continue to drag him at this point.
It's probably fun for her.
Just put the
It's kinda
guns
like
down, Gabby. Gabby
Okay,
hasn't.
then
was
you
gonna-
tell her. You tell her to. I'm not. I'm gonna tell her to keep having fun and keep being herself because it's entertaining for me. And oh well, I'm sorry, Clayton. Like, sorry. Like, if you put yourself out there on the internet, you just have to be ready for like the internet to happen. Like, you can't
Yeah.
put yourself out there and just get butthurt every time someone says something. Like,
Yes,
I don't-
agreed.
and
But you
yes,
also
I know
can't.
she is being mean. She directed
Okay.
that, but like, she's never branded herself as like the sweetest sweetie pie. Like she,
Mm-mm.
like that. Her thing is like quick bits and like saying things and like her, like that's what she does. Like that's literally what she does. And like he
Okay,
just
but
like
you can't. I don't think you can
You can't-
defend that and say that's like a good thing to do. I'm not saying like yeah, if you want to say that's just Gabby, sure, that's just Gabby. But then Clayton also is allowed to clap back. And
yeah,
people
he
can't get mad at
can, but like I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's right. I'm gonna be like, like he took the time to like sit down
I
and make this video.
She took the time to drag him for 2 different podcasts.
He's on podcast. He's sitting in his bedroom alone.
Okay. All right. Now we're getting mean, Charlotte. Now we're getting mean.
Okay, see,
I'm
now
not
I,
getting
and I was gonna
mean.
say
He
that
can
He's
dance
on a-
better than
What I
all
just
of us.
said.
He's on a flight to Mexico and false. He cannot dance better than all of us.
Well, I was gonna say in defense of Clayton, God forbid a man has hobbies.
God forbid a white boy catches a vibe.
Yeah.
I don't care about his hobbies. I'm sorry. I'm a maybe
No one's
I'm
forcing you to care about his hobbies.
I don't. He's trying to force me to hear about. I don't follow him. His little dancing videos are always on my For You page, and every time I'm always like, why?
And you
You're
haven't blocked him
why?
yet. That's crazy.
I don't block
Mm.
people.
Oh, you
Why would
don't
I-
block people?
I've
I've
never
No.
seen
blocked.
people
I
that
don't
I see on my
block
For You page.
I'm
If
not
I
like
see
a
people on my For
blocking
You
kind
page
of
a lot, I'm
gal.
just like, block.
Unless
I don't
someone
see
like
it.
really irks me, which it wouldn't be like an influencer. It would only be if it's like a sensitive matter. Like if people are like being like nasty or like
Or like cyberbullying, yeah.
no, not cyberbullying.
Yeah, like what if
more,
someone
like,
went on? What if an ex of yours went on a podcast 2 different times? It was like, Charlotte looks like a thumb and she can't dance.
Okay, well, I can't dance. I don't think I look like a thumb, and I don't have any exes, so I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Well maybe when that
That's
happens,
great.
we'll see.
Yes,
Yes,
debunked.
debunked right
I
away.
have TMZ.
You have TMZ blocked.
TMZ?
What did they do for
Why?
you?
Don't you want news? Important news.
They put shit out when it's not like they break stuff before it's actually even news.
Wait,
Like,
are you talking about
half of-
fake
I
news?
half
was-
of, half of
No,
Bachelor
no,
Nation
no,
does
no.
that.
Yeah.
No, so I forgot that
Anyone
I
with
had
the
them
last
blocked
name
for-
Reality does that.
I had them blocked
Not wrong.
for like 4 years maybe because they posted the pictures of shit, I forget who his name is, but he was like a YouTuber that was friends with Corey LeBerry.
Nope.
So
They
sorry.
they
Crickets.
posted the videos of him getting hit by a car. Yeah,
Well, this
And
took
I
a
don't-
turn.
I think it was that. And so I just blocked him because I was like, this is not something that needs to be aired. And so when someone sent me the TMZ link when Liam Payne died, I was like, oh, I forgot I have them blocked.
Well,
Mm.
message
Damn.
delivered. You show them, Lizzie.
I showed
they've
them.
They're
changed
gonna
their
go
ways.
bankrupt. They're
Yeah.
gonna go bankrupt.
Wait, can I say the comments that I had likes on the video of Samantha?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long
The
as you
first one.
admit what Gabby said was mean. But-
It wasn't that nice.
Fair enough.
Fair, I'll take it.
Someone said, well, Clayton, I think it's funny. Someone else said, Clayton, grow up challenge. God forbid a girl of a hobby. Skull emoji, skull emoji. Bold of him to hold up a thumb next to his face. Aw, she hurt a straight man's ego. Smile emoji.
That's funny.
That's a little funny.
And then she just posted a video 19 minutes ago being like, it's getting messier. And all the comments, someone said, he did Gabby so dirty. She can say whatever she wants. Clayton is just
That's-
overreacting and trying to chase her clout.
a little fair if you want to go back. If you're doing the whole eye for an eye thing.
Clout chasing? Okay. I don't think Clayton's clout chasing
Yeah.
with calling her out for saying mean
Gabby's
stuff.
like actually famous though now. Like Gabby, I feel like has kind of reached a level of
Yeah.
like fame. Clayton isn't famous. He's a notable figure
Yeah, but
in
if
Bachelor Nation.
But if she's bringing up his name, he has every right to be like, hey, what she's saying about me is not nice. I'm
Okay,
gonna keep
he's
dancing."
probably been waiting for this opportunity for the past 3 years, like hoping that he had a chance to make a video about his name.
Okay.
I think Charlotte just hates Clayton.
I don't like Clayton.
I think you hate all men.
I don't hate all men. I can name
Top
probably-
5 favorite men. Go.
Okay, Greg Grippo,
Number
Joey
1.
Grosday. Oh my god, I love Greg Grippo.
It doesn't even have to be Bachelor
was-
Nation.
Oh, it
It's just-
I was
doesn't?
expecting your dad to be somewhere in the top 2.
Oh, he's so
Or-
nice. His birthday's in 2 days. Yay. And my grandpa texted all of us, happy birthday, John. And it's not his birthday. My grandpa, he's 90 and he just moved to Nashville.
Okay, where are we at this
Um,
list?
Harry Styles.
Those are the 5.
What did you
Dad,
say?
Dad, Grandpa, Greg
What was the
Grippo,
last one?
Joey, and Harry Styles.
Well, no, what was the last one?
Harry Styles.
Say that again.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
Harry.
Harry Styles.
It's a wild 5. Greg Grippo. Why are you on that
I thought
list?
it was, well, first of all, I thought it was Bachelor Nation.
Okay.
So maybe I would,
Who would you replace him with?
I don't know. Who's a man I love right now? Maybe like, I don't know. I feel good about it actually. I feel
Okay.
like-
All right. Stick with it.
Oh, Connor Wood.
Okay.
Yes.
Connor Wood over Greg.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna make it 6. Those are my top 6.
Okay. Fair enough. The other headline before we get into awards is our guy has a woman. And if you remember Guy from the Golden Bachelorette of Jones season, he did a rather I don't know what the word to use. He campaigned hard to be the next Golden Bachelor. I don't know if you remember this, Mike, when he was posting every single compliment he got, he would screenshot it and post it to Facebook and be like,
That was really
yeah,
crazy.
you're right. This guy should be the Golden Bachelor. And that guy being me, Guy for Bachelor.
Aw.
And he announced his new relationship in the only Guy way possible. And I would love for all of you to head over to his Instagram.
I was literally just searching it.
What is his Instagram?
It's just
It's
Guy.
just Guy
Username's just
G
Guy.
Ganser.
Imagine if he had that.
Golden Bachelor
Guy-
season 1.
Guy Ganser?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Also,
He's
he is
awesome.
he put I have found my person in all caps.
Oh,
Wait,
shut
what?
And then did
up.
Which one?
hashtag. He did the most recent.
It's
Pinned.
his first pinned one.
Yeah, it's already pinned. It's serious. Hashtag her username before tagging her. Did hashtag Joanna Boston
Boston.
NY. Hashtag Bachelor Nation ABC. Hashtag Golden Bachelorette ABC. Hashtag Never Give Up on Love. And then tagged her. I love Guy so much. I love.
Her profile picture is them. So
it's such
cute.
adorable. I love. This is.
Wait,
makes
she's
me so
kind of
confused.
iconic. Look at her Instagram.
Yeah, no, she's
Oh,
hot
yeah,
as
no, she's
fuck.
She's
awesome.
like really cool.
What?
This is like this gets me more excited but less excited for more Golden stuff because I love them so much. I love their social media presence so much. It brings me so much joy, and we can't laugh at it because this is going to be us one day. One day we're going to be using social media in this way that's like outdated, and people are going to be laughing at us. So anyone who wants to make fun of that, take a good long look in the mirror because this will be us one day.
I'm not making fun of it. I just love her bio where it says fintech co-founder. My New York heart now belongs in SoCal, and so do my heels.
So she has a
Hell
daughter.
yeah.
That's pretty
Okay.
hot.
I do want to say, I think her LinkedIn profile picture is AI.
How'd you
Shut
find her
up.
LinkedIn?
I went on LinkedIn and I looked up her name.
Okay.
But she has like LinkedIn Pro, so she'll see I
No, you can
stalked
change your
her.
privacy settings. You got to get better at this. Come on, you're a rookie mistake.
I thought
Rookie mistake.
Do you not know how to change those?
she went to Wharton. Good for her.
All right. You ready to get into awards?
Smart woman.
That's a good
Yes.
transition. We found some love. Guy found love. Some other people found love on this show. We fell in love with this season in the weirdest way possible, I would say. First award we're going to give out. And as we go through these, the first couple ones were voted by our Instagram followers. So make sure you're following at BachMakers on Instagram. If there's other objections you want to say to the fan vote, feel free to add them. But the first award is the song of the season. Now, you start every Oscars award, every award show with maybe a layup. Everyone knows where this one's going to go. But the nominees are Party Girl, High School Crush, Carolina's diss track, which came out after the season. And then I don't know what to call it, but the I
need you.
I need you.
I need you.
Yeah.
I need.
So that one. So coming in with 5% of the vote.
Yeah,
is High
it
School
was
Crush.
only up for so long. I mean, how much of the vote can it get?
Not exactly.
High School Crush had some banger lyrics, which I wrote down if anyone wants me to read them.
We did a video. I posted a video to your lyric.
And I missed it. I'll find it. I'm so sorry.
Coming in at 10% was Complain Alina's diss track. Coming in at 19%, need you. And then coming in, our number one pick, the song of the season officially, the BachMaker Award goes to 65% of the vote, Party Girl.
Woo! Monday nights like this don't come around too often.
They really don't. What a run that song has had. Think about how far we've come.
Is having
is currently
it's still going.
I just saw a post about it.
Find
I saw a post with.
I made it my Instagram.
Oh, it was your post.
Yesterday.
I was like, somebody just posted that, like with the freaking caption.
It was me.
We haven't talked about.
You can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, he took the songs down.
Why would he do that when he said he wanted someone to pregame to it? We've pregamed to it like 7 times. Like we actually always put it on.
That has to be.
I put it on the party bus and got yelled at. So, but nobody else knew about it besides me.
You need new friends. You need new friends.
Yeah. I feel like that could hit in some like sorority pregames, like for sure.
Totally.
So Grant, this is like, I don't know how we men. We've had nothing but positive things to say about him all year. So maybe throw us a bone and put the songs back up. That's all we want.
Please. We want it so badly.
This is how we mend fences. Maybe just if he what can we do if he puts the songs back up? What can we do for him?
Pregame to it. That's what he asked us to do. That's what he said he wanted.
You're right. I promise. Next
we
pregame.
Promise. Every single pregame for forever.
Yeah, there we go. So put the songs back up, Grant, please. Next award is the Best Supporting Character Award, which I want to give a quick shout out to some other nominees that didn't make the final 4. We have Dina. We have Allie Jo, Serafina, and Parissa. All made the honorable mentions. They weren't in the top 4 for votes. And then the final 4 for Best Supporting Character were Juliana's dad, Carl, Chloe, Linda the Llama, and Grant's wolf tattoo. Any guesses on which one?
Here. There's got to be a clear winner.
I
think
it's
got to be Linda the Llama, and I think it's got to be Lancelot.
Well, I know it's Linda the Llama, but like I hope it's the tattoo. Like I
Lizzie?
vote for the tattoo.
I feel like it's Linda the Llama just based on our followers, but like I really do want it to be the wolf tattoo.
So this was a tight race. Coming in at 12% was Carl, Juliana's dad. Coming in at 16% was Grant's lone wolf tattoo. And the top 2 were pretty neck and neck. No one mentioned her, but Chloe put up a hell of a fight at 32%, but taking the win. And the winner for Best Supporting Character for this season is Linda the Llama. Congratulations.
Chloe should get an award for wearing her women tell-all dress backwards.
What?
Yeah, she should get some award. You know, she wore her dress with them tell-all was backwards. She thought the train was supposed to be in front, Like
Train?
obviously it wasn't like a front.
I saw that. I saw
How did
that.
you even notice that?
Yeah, what
really?
train?
Okay, you know like how like a wedding dress has like a long like it goes down to the back sometimes, like or some dresses have like it drags behind you when
Yeah.
you walk. That's called a train.
Oh, didn't
What?
know that.
Yeah.
But Chloe's dress, Chloe thought that it was like a unique thing where it's like a front train. And then all the comments were like, Chloe, like, no. And then she went back and made videos about how she didn't realize that it
This?
wasn't a front train.
Like,
Yeah,
the
she's
hood?
wearing it backwards.
Like,
Well, no, that's also supposed to be off the
no.
shoulders, but on the bottom of the dress, it was dragging in front of her
oh.
feet. Like she was like kicking it when she walked, but it was supposed to be behind
Yeah.
her. Like the longness is supposed to be behind her.
That's funny.
Like that is just like objectively so funny.
She's the best. So
She's
Out
so
of-
great.
out of those 4, here's a question: who do you want to see the most? Next, I'll say
Oh my
this.
gosh, Chloe.
It's I feel
Oh.
like that's an answer. It's probably easily Chloe. Will we see Linda
Yeah,
the Llama
Chloe.
ever
No.
again?
Nah,
She's probably been
probably
put
not.
down.
Whoa,
Sorry.
dude!
Oh,
Why?
Well, hey,
What the
so
hell?
if Alex makes
She served her
Shut up.
purpose.
if
It's like
Alex
the,
makes
the goats in Severance.
if Alex makes an appearance, shut up.
Whoa, spoiler, dude.
Oh my god. So if Alex makes an appearance on Paradise, I feel like it's only right
They're
if
not
they
doing
bring
that.
Linda.
They're not
Gotta
doing
how,
that.
ride
are they
along.
gonna, how are they gonna bring it to Mexico?
It won't
I
be
feel like there's
Linda.
no way you can't.
It'll be a different llama
Yeah.
that they will claim as Linda.
And we get this.
Yeah,
we get
but
this
the
side by
people
side.
will
We call 'em out.
know.
We go. Wait, did you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Sorry,
We're done.
I gotta stop.
done.
That.
All right. Next fan vote is best moment, which was kind of a blowout here. These were some of the nominees. Some did not make the final 4. So some of the best moments were Carolina straddling Grant, Latia flipping the switch at the finale, Juliana and Grant sharing a cannoli, the start of their love story, Allie Joe pushing Zoe during basketball early on, Alex riding the bull, Chloe wearing the Zoe t-shirt, Grant giving Parissa
That's good.
a rock, and then Rose eating nachos were
That was
all
probably
nominees.
that was probably Charlotte's
So-
pick. The way she hyped that up.
I literally didn't even vote for it. I did not vote for that one.
So the results for the best moment at 5%, Carolina Straddlegate. At 11%, Rose eating nachos. So it didn't get last.
I got more than Carolina.
That wasn't even the best Carolina moment.
Like people
but
were.
I didn't even like that moment.
It was a moment though. It was probably the moment. Chloe wearing the Zoe shirt came in at 24%, and then an absolute blowout. Obviously, maybe a little bit of recency bias, but Latia's flip switch in the finale. Congratulations for moment of the year.
I mean, it's what the people are gonna remember from the season. They're gonna remember that. They're
Yeah.
probably honestly not even gonna remember the Rose Carolina drama. They're gonna remember that Carolina was on their
Mhm.
screen more than any other person besides Juliana Latia. But
They'll remember. I guess I'm crazy and
Yeah.
evil.
They'll remember that
I
one.
really don't feel like people
Yeah.
are gonna remember that
No.
much.
It depends if she's on
Yeah.
Paradise.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things like the Latia Juliana stuff is way
Even the-
more like that. Just
even the come on now, I feel like people aren't gonna really remember. They're gonna remember her flip the switch, but I feel like the specific like come on now. You asked me in 2 years, I'll be like, oh yeah, she did say that.
Come on
yeah,
now.
people don't remember things. Remembering is hard.
Which is interesting because, like, let's look at Joey's season. What do you remember outside of the final 2? Maria,
The 2-on-1.
kind of. Like, what made Maria
Let me slip into something
Like-
more comfortable.
a longevity?
Like I honestly didn't recognize Jess in some of the TikToks they were doing when they were all together. Like I forgot that she was like a main player in the
Jess?
drama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. She like
It was Jess, Leah,
And Medina.
and Sydney.
And Medina
They were
was
the-
on like the mediator.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
See, like I like oh yeah, because Medina said something that like
Someone called someone a bitch on that season
think-
during that fight. I can't
Oh, I
remember.
think Maria called
Jess?
somebody a bitch.
Mhm.
Well, there was also the big the big
No,
drama.
I think Jess did. I think Jess called Maria a bitch.
The big drama was if Sydney said or didn't tell Maria to shut the fuck up, or Maria to Sydney. That was the drama.
Oh yeah, shut the fuck up, Gate.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah, and somebody was like, "Oh,
And I don't.
I'm too old." There's something about an age thing
Too old.
because Medina was,
Yeah.
Oh, it was no Medina because Medina was like 31 or
but
something.
Maria was
Yes.
also
And
like
yeah.
30,
she said,
31.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Maria was trying to say
Yeah,
something
like-
like nice to like help her, and then Medina got mad. It was like a whole weird thing.
Which we will recap next week. We have an interview with Medina coming up, so tune in for that. Great plug, Charlotte. Good job. All right, and then we have 2 more fan voted awards. Quote of the season, which we'll kind of run through because we've kind of already just talked about them. Some of the quotes that were nominated were, "Did I talk about rocks too much?" Oh, that one
My
hurt.
princess, my princess.
Oh,
My
that one hurts
Shayla.
every time I say it.
Literally my Shayla. I love Parisa.
Cinderella can take a back seat. Another Juliana quote. You're a lot different than I thought. That one hurts. My mom is watching from Serafina.
Mm.
This was from Grant. Do I have to become Mormon to date Latia? Which, probably not a famous quote, but just funny to think about now. You Did Me Dirty by Rose. I Guess I'm Crazy and Evil by Carolina. And Come On Now by Latia. And then I don't think it's anyone's, no one's shocked by this one. Come On Now wins at 52%. No one else got more than 22%. So Latia, quote of the season, back to back, gets moment and quote. Congratulations.
Recency bias.
What do you think it is then?
No, I'm just saying
It's
that
gotta
like,
be
that definitely plays into voting. Like recency bias, like it's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's not a quote. I'm just saying. I literally said earlier, people are gonna think back and remember the whole Latia flipping the switch thing, but.
And I think we're gonna have that same conversation here for our final fan voted award, which is MVP, which is a loaded category. There are four contenders here, 4 nominees. We had Juliana, we had Carolina, we had Latia, and we had the Batchmakers. Us, we got nominated.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, guys. And this, I want to say, this isn't us nominating ourselves this time. Someone actually commented that on one of the MVP or the swipe up
Stop
things.
it.
So thank you for whoever did that. The results are coming in at 10%. Carolina. Coming in at 25%, we have a tie between us, the Batchmakers, and Juliana, which means
Ooh.
40% the winner and the MVP of the Batchmakers season of Grant's season is Latia.
Wow.
Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about who the real MVP. Who's the real MVP of this season? Because I think I'm going to agree with whatever Michael's about to say here, because I think we're going to be on the same page.
I'm gonna say.
Because who is the most valuable person of this season?
You could ask production. I think if you ask all the producers, they wouldn't say Latia. I think all the producers would say Carolina. There's a reason you see the Bachelor data stats, and Carolina was what, 3rd overall even after the finale, and the Juliana and Latia only caught up until the finale. There's a reason for that. If she's out, I don't even know where they go with this season. I don't even know where they go. The first 6 episodes would be irrelevant. The only thing that would matter would be the last 30 minutes was with Latia going off on Grant. Which I get. That's what that got her the MVP. Yeah. That clutch time. So maybe she could win Clutch Player of the Year because that's actually an award in the NBA, which is wild.
Yeah.
But still, she could win that. But I mean, the first 6 weeks of the season, did she perform really at all? Besides like wearing good dresses, which is, tip of cap.
I have a hot take. I think Latia's 4th in this MVP voting. If I cast my ballot, I think it'd go Latia.
You gotta put ourselves over.
Juliana, us, and then Carolina. I think that would be my ballot
Whoa.
if I was casting MVP. What?
You put Carolina fourth?
No, I put Carolina first.
Oh,
A
you
reverse
put
order.
us second. Oh,
Yeah, a second. I think.
Sick.
I think we got second. It's an anonymous ballot though, so no one knows.
Oh.
I think Carolina's the most important piece of this season, and you could make the same argument for Maria last season. You need yes, we want the love story at the end, and that's gonna be the reaction that everyone talks about that final episode. But there's 8 weeks here, guys. We have 8 weeks to fill, not just finale week. I need to see a full body of work here. And Carolina was putting in minutes. She was Miles Bridges, logging every single minute and still being productive. What a pull. No, Mikal Bridges. Damn it.
Yeah, let's not go with Miles Bridges.
Oh, mistake. No one's... sorry about that. If that offended one person who understood that, I'm sorry. Charlotte, yes? You're raising your hand?
Mikal Bridges is kind of struggling this season.
I get what you guys are saying, like totally. But the thing is, what I think about Carolina is like, I don't know. I just feel like she didn't fulfill the role that well of like the villain, like, or the main drama stir. Like, I really wasn't entertained by a lot of her drama. Like,
That's not her fault.
But then
it's not her fault, but that's why she
the
got
villain
last
role
place in
wasn't
the
even
MVP competition.
Fu-
Sorry.
fulfill her role. She didn't go into this season being like, "I'm gonna be the villain. I have this role that I filled.
No,
I
totally.
just signed up for
Totally.
The
But,
Bachelor.
but you guys are talking about a role that she had. You're talking about you're talking about
Production had.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like you're talking about how production needs that person, but I'm saying like I just have had way more. I've actually liked people more that have been that role. Like I just didn't like her storylines. I wasn't like, ooh, I want to see what happens next week with Carolina versus whoever. Like I just didn't care that much. Like it wasn't like I was in like the Sydney, Jess, Leah, Maria, like Medina. Like that was annoying, but I was like, ooh, this is kind of fun. I feel like I don't know.
Then what did you care about this season?
Yeah, who's your MVP then?
Well, I think I voted for Latia. But I also don't even really like that one because then I feel like why wouldn't it be Juliana? Like she had her moment too. She had that fight. Who'd she fight with?
Carolina.
Oh yeah, Carolina. Like there was just always a mess. But like I don't know. She had good dates with him. Like she was always like a good player. Like she was fun. She was there, and she got the final rose. Like she should have had my vote. I guess she should. I feel like there wasn't one standout like MVP.
Yeah, I agree there that, I mean, from an entertainment standpoint, you could argue Grant's MVP.
I probably would.
He gave us a lot of entertainment.
If I actually could pick anyone, I would pick Grant.
Yeah,
as MVP.
I would pick us personally,
first place
just because
vote.
we had to put up with all of the drama and Grant's random song dropping versus taking it down, changing the names of songs.
It's tough.
All of that.
Like
we deserved the MVP, honestly.
Yeah, it's like the whole.
Gets it.
I would give it to casting because they not only didn't get anybody with restraining orders for the first time in 2 seasons.
Wait, you're so right.
Knock on wood,
also, yeah, that we know of. They went a whole season without somebody finding a restraining order about one of their cast members, which is impressive.
That's huge.
So you got to give it up to them.
Yeah, props to them. And then I like Lizzie's take there. We don't get enough credit for how hard we have to work to keep up with all did the song drop? The amount of times I've had to go out to my car and my roommate's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm literally just going to my car to react to a song that just dropped and I don't want to bother you guys with it. I would go out to my car, film, be like, Party Girls just dropped. What?
And then everybody's like, you really pulled over for this? But it's actually, you went out to your car for it? No, that's actually...
Peel back the curtain. Peel back the curtain. I did say that in one of the first videos I get. I said pulled off to the side of the road. I did not. Sorry, it's edited. Not peel back the curtain. Wow. Wizard of Oz. Sorry. Sorry about that.
How many times do we have to say, did Grant actually spell this wrong, or was it just
the high school one? Charlotte, you're the one who pointed that one out. That was
I love how he spelled it with.
I noticed it first too, and I was like,
did
he just do this?
And then he fixed it when he re-uploaded it for like
And he
30
changed
A day.
the cover art, whatever.
to not a picture of him from high school.
Well,
Yes, it was a
wait,
picture of
that
him and
wasn't even in high
Juliana.
school in
No.
the original one.
It wasn't.
No, it was like him as
No,
like
it was like a
4-year-old.
baby picture.
Yeah, he was like
Not
12.
high school. He was like, yeah, he was maybe.
He
8.
should have done a high school picture.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes, he
Oh,
should
okay.
have, but he re-uploaded it as a picture of him and Juliana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
maybe.
Oh, maybe
my
he
brother
was
in
the high
Christ.
school crush.
I feel like maybe he's
And
saying
she's
like
known her since high school.
maybe
Oh.
it's like a play on like Taylor Swift's like So High School, like where it's just saying like no, he's saying like you got me feeling like a high school crush. He totally ripped off that idea then, I guess.
Oh, he totally did.
Totally
Yeah, I'm
ripped off.
sure
Biggest
Grant's.
Taylor Swift
Yeah,
fan.
Grant's inspiration is probably not Taylor Swift.
Okay, she literally, well, now it's like almost a year old, but she has a song that's like, I feel like kind of popular on like the TikTok world because it's like cute.
It's so
But,
high
like,
school,
it's
right?
literally
Because
called So
the
High
one
School.
about
Yeah, it's about Travis Kelce. I know, I'm aware,
No, oh.
but I just don't think Grant is.
Okay, maybe she's huge. He's probably heard it. I feel like he's chronically online, so it'd be kind of
No.
baffling that he hadn't.
Okay.
I've never.
I
heard
rest my
that
case, though.
Taylor Swift song. I've never heard that Taylor Swift.
That's
song.
weird. That's weird.
All right.
Okay.
We have a few awards we have to give out amongst ourselves that we have to vote on them. These are not fan
Just gonna-
voted.
It's gonna go well.
Yeah, yeah. As you can see, we all agree on a lot of things, so this will definitely be easy. First one we have to give out is worst Batchmakers take. So we've had a lot of takes on this show throughout the season, a lot of bad ones. Again, this is an accountability podcast. We admit when we're wrong. So these are the nominees for worst Batchmakers take. Number 1, Charlotte giving best moment to Rose eating nachos. Bad take.
Yeah.
Wrong. Good take.
Wyatt drafting Beverly in the first round.
Yeah.
That one backfired. Beverly, I still love you, but I didn't know your appendix was going to burst like that.
Should have known.
There's a lot of Wyatts on here.
Mhm.
Wyatt thinking it was Lydia or Lisha instead of Latia.
Yep.
That was early
Bad
on.
take.
No, bad take. I put Michael's blacklisted take on here, the one that you're not allowed to say, because I don't want you to put it into the ether. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't say it.
It's
My-
bad take.
Michael has a take that I'm not letting him say on this show. For
I don't want to
Yes,
say it.
no,
I don't
no,
want to
he's-
say it.
He's not allowed to say
yeah, he
it.
doesn't
Oh,
want to
wait.
say it either because no
Wait,
one.
I
should-
don't even know.
All right, you can say it. Whisper to Charlotte. and
Yes,
I'll
you
believe
do.
it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You've heard this.
We talked about it like 2 weeks ago.
What?
You can whisper to Charlotte. I'll bleep it from the show.
No, I'm scared. I'm scared you're gonna keep it.
I promise you. I don't want this out there. I don't want the take out there.
Well, if you're gonna take it anyway, why do I have to whisper?
You
I don't
can
know, I just thought it'd be
say it with
funny.
your
You
chest.
just
Just
say
tell
yes.
us your take.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Other worst takes we've had.
Sorry.
I had
don't know.
that the producers sabotaged Dina for her parents not going to hometowns when basically she revealed that she didn't want them there. So it was just a bad take.
Mm-hmm.
It made sense in the moment,
Not an
but
awful take.
it backfired.
Though. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think.
Another non-related to Grant's season, but I put my legacy on the line when I predicted that Brittany wouldn't flip on Danielle in Traders. So that was very wrong. I was very adamant and I felt very confident on that take. So if you don't watch Traders, you're very lost right now, but that was very incorrect by me. Yeah, she,
Well,
I mean,
it's
it
her
did end
fault
up
for
costing
flipping,
her,
so.
but and then the last one is kind of a small one, but when I was doing my best picture nominees comparisons to Bachelor contestants, I put Latia as Conclave. I was unaware of how much Mormon talk we would get during this season. So comparing her to the deeply rooted film talking about Catholicism and electing of a new pope, probably not a great take by me. So I just wanted to call myself out there. Could have looked into that one a little bit further, and I'll do better for next season. So those are our worst Batchmakers take nominees. Would anyone like to add any?
Yeah, I guess me for my March Madness comparisons, Florida with Alicia, and Florida's in the national championship tonight, and Alicia got
Bad
sent
take.
home week 2.
Do you want to go around the horn,
that's a bad take.
giving
That's a
who
bad take.
would get our vote, and then hopefully two of us agree, and that can just be it?
Okay. Let's just
Wait,
rapid
is
fire
Michael's
vote,
bad
ladies
take an
first.
option?
Yeah.
Michael's bad take. That's
Yeah.
just
I
it.
I feel like that was
What?
personal, but
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're blacklisted.
oh wait,
Mhm.
the blacklisted take or the Florida bad? Okay. I
No,
thought she
no,
just
that
wanted
one
both of me
actually
just
like
because
it,
like I was
that
just like,
pained
yeah,
my
all
No, it
soul.
does. It does bother me.
Like that's like a like.
right. Okay.
Bad take. Lizzie,
I
who's
can't
got
help
your
it.
vote?
Like it just popped my brain.
that
you know?
one. Michael's blacklisted take.
Okay. Michael?
All right. Well, I feel like my vote's not gonna matter, but I'm not gonna vote for that because that's bad karma. I'm gonna
All
do
right.
Wyatt draft.
I thought you were gonna say Rose eating nachos.
That's my vote. Charlotte giving. I was so mad.
No.
There was so much going on. Carolina
Oh,
was.
wait. That was
and-
the week.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
the week?
Beverly
That was
went home.
Beverly.
Beverly-
That was the week. Beverly.
We literally argued. We already argued about this, and I
Yeah.
said to you, "Where was the moment in that?"
Shit, the moment is her leaving. The
There
moment
wasn't
is
a
her
moment
leaving
of her
the
leaving. There
show.
was no footage of her leaving
Yes, that's exactly
And
it.
then you gave it to Rose
because
eating
I
nachos.
giggled. I literally giggled. And how
Gosh.
often did I giggle this season? Not very often.
Okay.
To be fair, you guys are the ones that said Charlotte got to pick these takes.
Yeah, you literally
Yeah,
said I got to
fair.
pick.
Which added a fun element, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gave it. She gave it to my team
Yes,
every single
she
week
did.
for
Yeah.
every award.
I just, it was hard to
Without
She
watch.
also gave it
knowing.
to my team with Zoe and
Yeah.
who was it? Allie Joe being the villains for back to back for like the first like 4 or 5 weeks.
Ellie Joe.
yeah,
It,
Yeah, no, that
it
was
was
cute.
very
she
cute.
hated the
It
Wise
was
Scouts.
cute.
It's all
That was
right.
cute.
We
Yeah.
move on.
No.
So the winner of Worst Batchmakers take is Michael's blacklisted take, which I'm sure the listeners are going to love that they just have no idea what it
Woo!
is. But trust me when I say you don't want to hear it. You do not
you
want to
don't.
hear that take. So if you think you know what it is, leave a comment and I'll give a little wink if you're right.
awful.
But
Sorry.
My burner
All right.
YouTube account will maybe like
Yeah.
your comment if you're right.
My
My burner YouTube
next
account will maybe like your
category
comment.
is the best
I'm
Batchmakers.
so sorry.
Bless you.
I know. I'm sorry.
Bless,
Bless
bless
you. I know.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You
RJ season.
got another one?
No, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
done.
You're fine. Best. Yeah, I was like, what am I going to fire you?
You don't have to apologize.
Holy
I always
shit.
apologize after I sneeze.
All right, best Batchmakers take. We got 4 here. Number 1 being our party girl theory, where about halfway through the season, we shifted how we look at this season, and we decided, hey, we should try to pick a winner based off who. That's another sneeze.
I muted it. I felt it coming.
That was crazy. Our party girl theory was that we have to decide a winner based off who would allow Grant to release Party Girl. And that really shaped how we saw the rest of the season. And we were correct when saying Juliana would probably let him put it out. So that helped. Another take, which Michael brought up, that bloopers should not be cut from the show. You got to leave them in. It's like, hey, we're cutting the funniest parts of the show out. So what are we doing here? The other one, cancel the tell-all and make it a reunion at the end of the season. So instead of having the tell-all and then after the final rose, bring everyone back together for a reunion rather than doing the tell-all because, and I know people will say cancel the tell-all and they'll freak out. No, we want to repurpose the tell-all basically into something better. And then the last take, also from our comparisons, I had a few comparisons that I feel pretty good about. Latia being Auburn, making it very far and making the Final Four. I'll take that. And then Parissa being St. John's with an early exit that we were really didn't really see coming at that point. We thought Parissa had another week. But yeah. So those are the nominees for Best Batchmakers Take. You would like to add any?
No, but what I want to say, our best takes are way better than how bad our bad takes are. So, like as a whole,
yeah,
like
no, 100%. Our good outweighs the bad, so that's a net positive for us. So good job for us.
Yes, it is.
We'll go around again. Charlotte, who wins your best take?
Wait, honestly, like looking at the season of like the Party Girls one of like who would let him release it. That's like makes so much sense. So I like that one. It feels like the smartest take.
We don't have a lot of those. We don't have a lot of smart takes.
Totally. So smartest take for sure.
Lizzie?
I'm with Party Girl Theory because I would say that to people that I knew who were watching it. Like, who do you think would let Grant put this out? Just keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling it to my sister, and she's like, "Yeah, there's no way." Like Latia or like
It
Dina
ruled
would
out Dina.
let
It
him.
really did.
Yes.
It ruled out Dina. So when she made Hometowns, it was like, what are we doing here? We knew she wasn't going to win. Michael?
I'm going to go with
Sorry.
the cancel the tell-all, make a reunion take. Because I think that's
a bad take.
a great take.
Like, actually.
Why? You like that
That's
tell-all how
awful.
it's
That's-
currently
that's-
set up?
That's an awful take.
I
You
guess
think
I
that
feel like
bad
it's just
take.
like it's just
That
a
makes
part of
that
the
bad
like
take.
everything can keep changing. It cannot.
It has
So we-
to.
No, but then we miss out on Juliana. We miss out on Zoe. We miss out on freaking Latia, and then they have to come
Yeah.
out one by one at the after the final rose, and after the final rose kind of sucks. They can still do one by one, but
Yeah,
like,
they need.
have all
They,
the
I
ladies
feel
there
like they
too.
need to
If
restructure.
they
have
call it
the girls in the back.
if they call it a reunion, I'm out. Like it can't be like the Bachelor. It's no, it has to be the women tell all. Like it's just like
They can call it
no,
women
as long
tell
as they call
all.
it. But I'm saying if they call
It
it
could
the
just be
Bachelor
called
reunion,
after the final
then they're
rose.
just every other show.
Who
I don't
cares
know.
what it's called?
I
Just call
care.
it after the final.
What? I just said I
Yeah,
cared.
they can.
I
even
know.
do like after the final rose. After the final rose, they just call it after the final rose. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, what if you do the final
Duh,
rose
'cause
and
it's
then you do the
after
tell
the
all for
final
like
rose.
30 minutes
The
after?
women/men tell all are like some of my favorite episodes because it is not centered around the happy couple. It is centered around the drama of the season. You guys should love the women tell all. That's what
I
you get to
usually
see.
do.
Like
But I don't like how some of the chicks aren't there. And it's the season's not over.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, chicks, dudes, women, men, boys, girls, party girls. You know, you can't like.
Yeah.
Zoe was like half the drama. The first 3
We
weeks.
may
of
be
the
yeah,
season.
okay.
overreacting
She
to
just is
Zoe
not
not
there
being
at
there.
the
I
tell
think
all
that
because she
might
was
be a
one of the
little
final-
bit of an overreaction by
Zoe not being there wouldn't have changed so much. But first of all,
It's just an example
Zoe
of
should
saying-
not have been in the top 3. Like that was weird. Like
Think
based
about
on the
last
way
year.
she like it. Why would she should not have? You know what I mean? Like it was just like I feel like it was like an anomaly of a season.
I
I
see
think
where
that-
she's coming from. I
Jensen-
think if Zoe was there, we're not as adamant about this take. So it might be we'll need to see it again. I think we need to see one more
This
season.
just
We
was
need
an
a bigger
abnormal like
Think
situation because usually someone who's like so drama wouldn't make it that far. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, but think about Jen's season and how awful the tell-all was because why? Devin
But
was
you
not at the
can't.
tell-all
I feel
because
like
he was
it's
in the final
awkward
2,
though
or final
to
3 at
put
the
your
time.
new fiance back in the drama. Oh my god,
I don't think they were fiancés.
they
at that
weren't.
point.
But I'm saying
I
like
really don't.
if let's say Juliana and Carolina, maybe they could have
For
fought it
Juliana,
out a little more too. That's just an odd thing to do when you're supposed to be like it's the
That's
happy
what this-
couple. Like it's just a weird. It's like, I mean, I guess like I feel like that's just very like that's too like reality TV esque to be like let's wrap it all up and all scream at how much we hate each other even if there's like happy couples involved. The point is of The Bachelor is to be like yeah we have drama in the beginning of the season, women tell all, but then we get to the end and there's a happy couple and then we watch them here and we celebrate them. That's just the structure of The Bachelor. And if you want to change it, then make a new show. I feel like that's just how this one is.
I like that. That's a good take. It's a good take.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you now, but have everybody at the
Mhm.
tell-all. Don't exclude the people that are still alive, and then maybe
Wait,
even
you want
make
I
it
like
Women Tell
that
All before
take.
hometowns?
So you before hometowns, and so there's still 4 ladies left. So
Why not
even
just
with
do
those
it
4
before
at
the
tell-all,
finale?
you
I was
kinda
gonna
go-
say,
This is the final
that
there's
was,
no like.
I was gonna say, if you just move it back another week, then you have most people there. Then
Yeah.
you know, then you don't have to have the third
And then
person.
the
There's
finale can
there's
be
still
about
out
the final
top
2.
Yes, sure.
Okay. All right, look at that. Look at us mending fences here. Yeah,
Compromising.
look at that.
Speaking of
Uh,
Jen's
All right, why? What's your vote?
Men Tell All, I just need to go back and rewatch it because I did not get to watch it.
Don't waste your time.
I don't even remember it if that
Yeah,
helped.
I couldn't
So,
tell you one thing that
It
happened.
was awful.
Not good.
No, I have no idea what happened.
Jen's? No, I don't know.
My vote goes
I need to
to.
watch Jen's finale though.
You
'cause I
should
never
definitely watch
watched
that.
Yeah.
My vote goes to Party Girl Theory. I feel like that's the best take we've had, and it did very well on TikTok. So shout out to all the people who liked that one. All right, Charlotte, I'm gonna hand it over to you. We have to give out the best dressed
Okay.
award. So you want to go through your thought process and who?
Yeah, I
who
actually
won?
would love to. So when we were talking about bad takes, I honestly thought one of the options was gonna be me saying like that I couldn't get behind a lot of Latia's outfits, and then you posted on TikTok, and that got a lot of hate. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look back. I'm going to look back, and I'm going to go through the Instagram account, the Style Spotter, and I'm gonna think about what I said and look at every single outfit because I gave Carolina best dress a lot of weeks, like I did, but then she kind of lost me somewhere. She lost me with the poofy sleeves, the jean thing on the one-on-one. We kind of got lost in translation. So I went back and I tallied every outfit I liked of Carolina's and Latia's so that I would know. But the thing is, Latia got the most. So Latia's getting my award.
Oh, congrats!
But I want to finish. But she did have an advantage because I liked her her finale outfits, like her final like so she had more opportunities. If that makes sense.
Okay, no, that's right.
And I also went back and looked at it, and I gave Carolina best dress and I
Interesting.
won, but I feel like Latia's dress was kind of prettier. I feel like, oh my god, like her waist tiny in that dress, her night one dress, and had the little neck thing that you don't really get, but I don't know. So I learned. I think my style is different than a lot of people's. I don't have good style, also, and Latia probably does. You know,
Wow.
and I feel like a lot of people do like what she wears. So I feel like
Okay.
when I looked back at it, I was like, you know what? She came out with a lot of numbers that I really didn't like. But she did have ones that I feel like were like on the fence of like, is it cool or weird? And a lot of them kind of probably leaned to cool, but some of them I really couldn't get behind. Like, you know, when the one it was like that was like when they FaceTimed her mom. She was in like this red long sleeve that was like tight. It looked like athletic wear, but a dress. That was a bad one. So
Okay.
yeah, congrats, Latia. I hope you find love with an awesome man. Mwah. Yeah.
I appreciate you putting the work in also don't know if you're just saving face here because people didn't like your take about Latia's dresses.
Well,
but
I took that and I internalized it.
This,
Oh my god, I
this
literally
switch up
tallied
is
it and I still hated most of her outfits.
crazy. The switch up is crazy. All I'm gonna say is you get
No,
a little
I'm
hate
not.
and you change
yeah,
your
Charlotte,
opinion.
you're not who I
That's
thought you
wild.
were.
Even going back to what you said about
No,
night
I
one,
went through my thought
that's
process
wild.
because you know what? I'm going to say it. I didn't want to give it to Carolina. And so I went back and I tallied their outfits because if I liked more of Carolina's outfits, I would have had to give it to her.
I think you led Carolina on by giving her a bunch of best dress. And if I was Latia, I'd have some questions.
That's
Come on
facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were Carolina,
if you
I'd
have
probably be
Carolina, you'd have
mad.
some
But
questions.
it's just because I went back and tallied, and Carolina lost me along the way. So I gave Carolina 4 tallies, and I gave Latia 5 tallies.
I do
But
think
Latia also had like a 3-week advantage.
that's the thing. I
So
do think that's a
the thing
fair
is that
point.
So I'm sure
percentage
if we,
wise.
Well, Mike, let me break it down for you. It's like how the all tournament team usually goes to players in the final four. No. It's the all
Tallies
tournament
per
team.
week.
And we're
Tallies
in
per
March
week.
Madness
So
championship
tallies per
tonight.
week. Points per
The
game.
all tournament team always goes to teams who or players who are in the final four. So, mostly, unless you get
always.
some crazy examples of it.
Carson Edwards.
But so that's why Latia has the advantage because she played longer. She put in more work. So
yeah, but think about the minimum number of weeks. If like for in an NBA season, you have to play a minimum number of games to be eligible for first team All
It's true.
NBA, and Carolina definitely hit that minimum number of weeks without a doubt.
Can I say
She made it
something
far enough to
also?
where she.
I would never give someone
So it should be points per game.
best dress of the season after they wore that number to the women tell all. That immediately knocked her down like 100 points in my book. I could not get behind it. like literally at all. It like made me sick. I'm so sorry. I hated it so much. So that's another reason. That's
Okay.
another reason. And no one else was that great dressed. Juliana's attire was very basic. It wasn't bad. It was neutral. It was.
Okay.
They all were like good dresses. Carolina, she hit some really high highs and really low lows, and so did Latia. But I guess Latia had more highs.
All right.
Oh my gosh, guess so.
I
Would you
guess
say
so.
Carolina? You would.
We're done. We're done with dress talk. No, we're done. We're done.
Listen. I'll just
Nail,
say,
we're
It's
done.
not
I'll
up
just
to me.
say,
It's not up
as
to me.
someone who does not have good style, I don't feel like I have a say in this. So I'm glad that we are letting Charlotte decide.
I don't have good style, like mostly, but I have like opinion sometimes. So,
All
but
right.
Latia's her after the final
I
rose
have
dress
opinions
and
sometimes.
her like final rose dress, though those like the like final rose ceremony where she got like those two dresses.
Okay. All right. Latia, congratulations for like backing her way into sweeping.
That's my girl.
Sweeping every
Absolutely
word.
sweeping.
That's
Getting
my girl.
We
every
have
word
two more to
possible.
give out real quick. A play of the season. So this was fun. Someone commented we should do this. Give out a play of the season. What was the best play? And this can mean a lot of different things. This can mean like what's going to be the best play to stick around, to potentially get to paradise, to win. There's a lot of different like small actions you could have done to help your case, whatever that case may be, whether it's to win Grant's heart, make it to paradise, stick around, make people laugh. So 4, I want to give out. Michael's adding one now, I see. The first nominee is dropping Party Girl the day before the season. That is a big play that I would say dictated how we covered this season, how most people saw this season. I think that play has a ton of consequences. Another play, Carolina taking the high ground in the fight. So they're having a fight with Dina. She took the high ground immediately, give herself advantage, and then walked up the stairs to have her moment. That's her moment right there. Serafina mentioning her mom watching this. So she didn't want to kiss Grant. She was hesitant to kiss Grant with more tongue, as Grant so eloquently put, because her mom was watching, which I say this with all the love in the world for Serafina. If that moment doesn't happen, what are we remembering Serafina for? And like, I love Serafina, but like she needed that moment. That was a good play by her.
Mm-hmm.
And then two other ones
That's true.
that Michael just added. Carolina telling Grant about the Rose comment, which is a big play. That's a good play. Big play.
That's
And then
that's a big play.
Beverly's appendix bursting is another one.
Hey, maybe she would have got let on until the finale.
Yeah, maybe it would have been a bad date. She was about to go on a date, so who knows? Charlotte, real quick, who was your play of the season?
I feel like it's the basic answer, but Party Girls just like was the season. Like that was the craziest thing he could have done, dropping it when he did. What an odd thing to do. I love him for it.
Love that. Lizzie?
Okay, so I'm gonna take Beverly's appendix bursting just because I can really resonate with the fact, like just with the health.
Yeah, just like it's
scare out of nowhere. Yeah,
fair enough.
Fair. So I was gonna go, like initially looking at these, I was gonna go with the Party Girl, but I'm not, only for the sole reason of that song's not still up right now, and I think that changes the whole play of like, oh, whether or not it's a good look or not, people are gonna listen. That happened, but now it's not even up anymore. So like the longevity of it all, I don't think it was at the end of the day a good play. So not going Serafina, not going high ground. I'm gonna go with Carolina telling Grant the Rose comment, because I think that one like was good strategic play, whether she meant it or not in a strategic way.
Yeah,
it was good strategic.
So I'm torn here because that's a great point about Party Girl. If it was still up, it gets my vote, but taking it down makes it tough.
Yeah, 100%.
The only thing I was leaning towards Serafina or Beverly here, only if they become big players on Paradise, which I don't know if either of them are going to be there. So that makes it tricky for me.
True.
I also don't know if Carolina's going to be there. I mean, who knows? But I'm with
True.
Michael here. I think Carolina telling Grant about the Rose comment, that was the spark that started a lot. And then the Carolina show, that was the pilot. That was a pilot episode for the Carolina show, and that became the season. So I think that was a great play. And so congratulations. Carolina gets an award tonight. Yeah.
Not
And the
only
last one I want to give out, this was another idea submitted by one of our followers. The Main Thing Award. So I want to discuss this with you two. Sorry, I want to discuss two ideas with you all, not you two. We can either do one of two ways. We can decide what the main thing was, and that's what the Main Thing Award goes to, or who kept the main thing the most. How do we want to do the Main Thing Award?
I don't know. I feel like it's like what the main thing was, like a specific thing.
Okay. Any other thoughts here? I'm torn. I could see it going both ways. Because I like the idea of like the main thing. Someone's got to keep the main thing. Who did that the best? A who?
Let's do a
Okay.
who, not a what. A who, and we
Okay.
can do.
Well, we can decide what the main thing was,
people.
and then decide who kept it the best. That's
Well,
the
the
thing.
main thing
I think the main
is,
thing's just the main thing. I don't even think we can
the
pinpoint it.
connection. Yeah, you can't even describe it. It's like, it's kind of like how
Exactly.
what rhymes with orange.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
you
an
can't
abstract
really pinpoint
idea.
it. It's more of
You're
like
right.
a theory.
So we'll say who kept
Yeah.
the main thing the best. Anyone have any strong opinions here? I have one who comes to the forefront of my mind. Well, I just think if you look at this season,
that?
and there was a lot of chaos, a lot going on. There was a lot of muddied waters where we're trying to make our way through and find the main thing. And there was one person that every time they showed up, it recentered all of us. And we're like, oh yeah, this is what we're here for. This is what we're trying to do. This is the main thing. And that person's Jesse Palmer. Jesse Palmer kept the main thing when it was hard to keep the main thing during the season, because there was a lot of extracurriculars going around. But Jesse Palmer would show up and he would do his job and he would center all of us and say, hey, this is what we're on. This is the final rose. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for love. That's what he would do every single time. And so I think Jesse kept the main thing the most throughout this season. And I think it's a testament to him, but also maybe a criticism of some people who did not keep the main thing on this season.
Can I do the runner-up for main thing that I just put on the thing as Grant's wolf tattoo?
That's another potential main thing. Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael,
main thing.
Charlotte?
Joe kept the main thing when she pushed.
Yes.
Not a
Really
bad pick.
She kept the main thing.
I mean, I first think of three people: Carolina, Juliana, and Grant, all in their own deed each way. Maybe
Well,
less.
if the main
of Grant,
thing's rap,
for
then
sure.
yeah.
But I think Carolina.
Yeah, it's like who knows what the main thing is.
Exactly, it's up for interpretation.
Abstract. It's fugazi.
Exactly. I think we should have just let Sam M pick this. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think that would have made the most sense.
I'll
We should
reach
just
out.
DM Sam M and be like, "Hey, main thing award this season," and don't even give him any context. Just tell. Don't even ask like. It's not a who, what, when, or why. He just says.
Yeah,
he just
what should I
says
ask him?
something,
Who
even if he
kept the
says,
main
like,
thing
Applebee's.
this season?
Then
They're
I
not
win.
like.
We're just
Who got
like,
the main?
We're doing
What's the
awards
main
for this season
How
of
do we phrase it?
Bachelor.
Yeah.
Pass down the main thing,
I'll say,
award.
A person,
To-
place, or
a
thing.
We're
person
giving
of your
out the
choosing.
main thing. We're giving out the keep the
Person,
main
place,
thing award. It's only right if you choose.
And it's
Period.
only right if you choose the
All right, I
successor.
like that. Well,
And just
successor.
send him
Yeah.
all of our options.
Yeah.
that
no,
we
I'm not
had
even gonna give him
discussed.
options.
No, you're not.
I want to let him
No,
decide.
okay.
That's his
No.
script to pass.
No.
He also might not like us very much right now because of autumn.
And he get
That wasn't
and he
us.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not our fault. No, it's not our fault.
Yeah, we didn't listen.
And we didn't play
But,
the audio
yeah.
clip. What
That'd be
What
awesome.
if he just like put
I would
himself?
appreciate that.
Like,
Yeah, so
that'd be
Sam
funny
M
too.
could win the main thing
That'd
award
be funny
again.
too.
But we'll
I know.
report back on that. But all right,
That'd be
we
funny.
can kind of wrap up here. Are there any final thoughts on this season? And I want everyone to give a final grade for this season. Let's do out of 100. Give it like a grade, like a school score, like your grading scale. Final thoughts on this season. Where are we at, and what's your grade? We'll go around the horn again. Charlotte, would you like to start?
83.
Okay, so was that a C plus, B minus?
No, it's like I'm gonna give it a B. B minus feels harsh, so maybe like an 80. Well, I feel like an 84 to like an 86 would be a B, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Different
also-
grading scales too.
There's,
have
like,
no
It
different
idea.
doesn't matter
grading
what the
scales,
grade
yeah.
is, but what's the
Okay.
percentage?
Well, I feel like oh yeah,
Just do.
Yeah,
Let's just
percentage
do
is
grade
actually-
then. Let's not do percentage. 'Cause
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
all
let's
have
do
our
grade.
own-
okay.
Let's just do A, B,
I'm gonna
C,
give
or
it a
D,
B.
and you can add,
I was
you can add
entertained.
minus
I
C
totally
plus.
was. I didn't like. I wasn't shipping Juliana and Grant the whole season, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I love the romance of it all. That's like a really big part of it for me, over the drama a lot of the times. And I felt like during the season, I was saying this at another point. Whenever there's drama, there's always like still that person that you get like the fresh air from, when you see them have the one-on-one chat during the group date. I feel like we didn't get that a lot. It was just like drama and drama and drama and like no romance. And I don't like a season of romance, but I still was entertained most weeks. So, B.
Okay. Lizzie?
I feel like I would give it a B too, just because like it didn't really start out like good for me. Like it didn't like just grab my attention like the first couple episodes, but then it got better like as it progressed.
Okay.
If that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Michael?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna just follow suit and do B.
Ooh.
I'm doing B minus. I'm a little more of a tough grader here. I'm not gonna do C plus just because C's don't look good on report cards, and I'm still somewhat nice. So I'll do a B minus. I liked it. The drama was interesting. It was kind of overdone. I had a lot of questions with production. The storyline of the romance side of things, I actually thought the Juliana Grant romance storyline, all in all, was still pretty solid. It was still pretty good. And that love story was good. And honestly, I think Grant did a better job. If we're
Wow.
grading him, I'm giving him better than a B minus. Even if he allegedly led people on, I don't know. I'm still giving him a B,
Okay.
and the whole season is a whole B minus. So
Fair enough. I'm a little
yeah,
torn
that's how I'm
because I think it all encompassing. I had fun, but I think the most entertaining parts were the extracurriculars outside of the actual season. Like the music and the Twitter, or like not Twitter, TikTok drama back and forth, which I think you have to take into account when grading a season. That's a big part of the season. That's like
Yeah.
kind of our job. So with that, I think the only thing
means-
holding me back from like actually a very good score is it felt like the most entertaining parts and the parts that we were having the most fun with, we were criticized for having fun with, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So with the music, that's a funny thing that's happening throughout the season. That's an entertaining part of it. But then there was a whole side of like, oh, what, guys can't have hobbies? Or literally that was like the actual comment we were getting before it became a joke. But people were like, oh, Grant's not here for the right reasons. We hate Grant because of it. Or they're like, let him live his life. Let him make music. It's like, no, just have fun with it a little. There are two sides of that coin that were just not enjoying that as much as they maybe could have. And then with the finale, Latia gave a pretty iconic performance and one that should be remembered. But then it became Latia versus Juliana, which isn't what we want to partake in. And I don't like, we couldn't enjoy that Latia moment without people thinking, oh, you're against Juliana. And I think that's a Bachelor Nation critique, I think. But that's what's holding me back from A territory. But I'm going to give it a B plus. I'm going to give a B plus for the season. Overall, if I look back on it, I think it was very entertaining and I very much enjoyed it. So thank you, Grant. Thank you to all the gals. Thank you to all the Batchmaker listeners, watchers, however you're watching, consuming our content. We appreciate it. And yeah, we have a lot of fun stuff coming up. So we have interviews coming up. We will be covering the secret lives of Mormon wives coming up in
Yes.
May, middle of May. So we'll be doing recaps for those episodes, and then back in the swing of things this summer for Love Island and Bachelor in Paradise with the Glucose Guardians. So that's what's coming up for us. And thank you for watching the award show, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Thanks for watching this episode of BachMakers. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider joining our Patreon page linked in the description below. It's $5, cup of coffee, and it helps support us a ton. Thank you, and maybe we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and from next week on the Batchmakers, we shave Wyatt's head off.
Maybe. Only one way to find out.
By tuning in.
That was implied.
Back to you in the studio.
And cut.
Thanks, Julianne.